That's just like a boxer, man. If you get knocked down and you ain't all the way knocked out cold, and you're gonna rise back up to your feet. I was down, but I won't out.
Who's the Mount Rushmore of athletes of all time?
I think myself, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Is that what Mount Rushmore mean? 4?
Yeah.
4.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
4.
the cap on it.
That's the cap.
You learn something new every day.
So you don't even have a pair of your own shoes? Is that right?
I don't need them. I did that.
I heard you bought an entire city.
I did. I bought an entire city when I was in Atlanta.
You were drafted by the Colorado Rockies?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just sitting on my couch one day in college watching Sports Center, and it just came down the bottom of the screen that I got drafted by the Colorado
That's
Rockies.
crazy.
It was like the weirdest thing. And it was offering $25,000, and I needed the money.
Madden 2004. Are you the GOAT Madden character of all time?
Yes.
So
I tell
let's get-
the truth when I feel like it's the truth.
Can you give us like a 30-second tutorial on how Mike Vick throws a football?
It's almost like piecing together a puzzle. Just throw it up and spin it, and they just go to the same spot.
You said you're the best college quarterback of all time. Do you still stand on that?
Yeah, I stand on that. It don't bother me that I'm not in the Hall of Fame. It's for the people to decide.
We're gonna do best QB of all time. I'm gonna give you 2 QBs, and you tell me this guy or that guy, Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Thank you.
I mean, you can go 100 for 100 with that.
Tom Brady or Steve Young?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady or Dan Marino?
Tom Brady.
Last one. Tom Brady or Mike Vick? Welcome to another episode of the Got Soul podcast. And today, I don't think this guest needs any sort of introduction. We have a man, to me, who changed the whole game of football. One of the most electrifying, not just football players, but athletes of all time. The first African-American #1 pick in the NFL draft. A man who everybody was playing with in Madden 2004. The one and only Mike Vick. Mike, welcome to the podcast, and we're happy to have you. Mike, I guess the first question is, what do we got on feet today? We came calm. We got some Air Forces
Yeah,
on.
I just do Air Force Ones these days. I mean, they just super comfortable, go with everything, like, and then it match my Norfolk State uniform every day, man.
That's right. That's right. Cool.
so
Well, I know
bad.
obviously you're down in Norfolk State now, but
Yeah.
today we're in Philly. You obviously played in Philly for a while, have a lot of ties here. What's it feel like to be in Philly?
It's always good to be back in Philly, man. Like, Philly is like my second and third home. You know, obviously the memories that I get when I come back here, I always, get to recollect on what was, what could have been.
Right.
Those good memories.
Right.
And I appreciate those. And I appreciate, more importantly, the fan base. I appreciate having the opportunity to play in front of a fan base that's so appreciative of everything that you go out and you put out onto the field. And they never forget it. And, it's home.
Love it. Philly, yeah, they got a lot of passion. Just like we're from Boston.
Yeah.
People in Boston, people in Philly, they have a lot of pride. I
Yeah.
love people who have pride in where they're from. So, yeah, what do you think, Joe?
Yeah.
You should see the amount of victories in there right now. It's
Flooded.
It's crazy. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Kelly Green.
I'm going to show you a screen of 2025 sneaker releases, and I want you to rank them. So if this is draft night for sneakers, we're going to do the 2025 sneaker draft. You might not know all the details
Cool.
of each one, so maybe it's just off what you think looks good.
Yeah.
We're going to
That's all.
draft the top 5. What's the
Okay.
#1 pick in the 2025 sneaker draft?
The #1 pick in the 2025 sneaker draft. I would say, you got to pull that Dion.
The Deons.
The Dions.
The #1
The
pick
#1
in the
pick.
sneaker draft goes to the
Number one pick
Deons,
goes to
okay?
the Deons.
What's second?
Second, the Jays. I don't know my Jordan
the top
numbers.
ones I got on?
Yeah.
White Cements.
Yeah, white
My
Cements.
favorite shoe of all time. Good
Yeah,
pick. What's
'cause,
third?
I'm a white shoe guy. The third would be them original Jordans.
the
Reds?
Originals, yeah, all the way down at the bottom.
Oh, at the bottom. The bottom one. That's a Union Club. It has
That's
a
a
gray
good one.
strap.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Oh, that was
It
clean.
looks like the
Yeah.
Chicago.
Union one's third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Union
What's fourth?
one. Fourth, because they so comfortable and they look good and go with anything, I'm going to go with that Air Max.
The Air Maxes.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Air Max.
That's a good one. That's the 95. That's
Yeah,
a
the
good pick. And then the
95s.
fifth pick. Listen, all these other guys are getting cut. They're going to have to test free
Fifth
agency.
pick.
So this is a big one.
Even though sometimes I know I got a wide foot, so they may hurt my feet, but them Foamposites, man.
The Galaxy.
My-
phones.
Galaxy.
Mike,
You got to throw.
just made my day. Seriously. I'm a huge
Yeah,
Galaxy phone guy.
I couldn't disrespect the foams like that.
Cool.
Go with everything. Solid.
We're going to do best QB of all time. I'm going to give you 2 QBs, and you tell me this guy or that guy who you personally prefer. Okay? Joe Montana or Donovan McNabb?
I prefer Donovan McNabb because he'll do a threat.
McNabb, okay? Donovan McNabb or Patrick Mahomes?
Pretty much the same quarterback, but since Patrick got the rings, I go with Patrick.
Okay.
Patrick, not to say Donovan couldn't throw, but Patrick arm talent is crazy. It's crazy.
Right. Okay. Patrick Mahomes or Peyton Manning?
Patrick. I might go Patrick.
Patrick?
I mean, you can't flip a coin.
We're going Patrick then.
Yeah, Patrick can move a little bit better than Peyton, but Peyton gonna dissect it.
I hope we're in agreement on this next one. Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you go 100 for 100 with that, like with
Well, let's
putting 100
see.
people in this chair.
Tom Brady or Steve Young?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady or Lamar Jackson?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady or Dan Marino?
Tom Brady.
Last one. Tom Brady or Mike Vick?
Tom Brady.
Really?
If you put,
Okay.
I mean, look.
So Brady's the greatest QB.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's the GOAT, man. Like, we'll never see that again.
We're going to show you a shoe. You just say copper drop. Would you wear it or
I
not?
bet.
So we got the Panda Dunks. Controversial shoe.
I gotta say cop because I got a pair of those.
I saw
That's
you
true.
rocking
I
them.
got a
saw
pair of
you
those.
rocking
I gotta say cop.
Have you seen all the hate about them though?
What is?
So there's a huge thing on the internet, right?
Yeah.
We're kind
That
of
peop-
responsible for this money.
That people hate the Panda Dunk because everyone has it and how overworn it is.
No doubt. But I will say this: some of them not comfortable, but that shoe is comfortable.
Panda Dunks are comfortable.
Yeah, they comfortable.
Interesting,
Very
okay.
comfortable. For me, like I
Okay.
said, I got a wide foot.
Next one. This shoe controversial. Shoe.
Drop.
Gold shoe. Drop. Trump sneaker. Drop. Okay. That's pretty much almost 100 out of 100 as well. I've said that in this chair.
Yo,
Next
I
one.
didn't even know what it was. I'm just so out the loop, man. It's
That's
unreal.
fair enough. Joey, next one.
Cop.
Yeah, we got the mid
Yeah.
white Air Force One.
Yeah,
See you
for
rock
sure.
those all the
A
time.
lot of people
sure.
hate mids, Mike.
I don't do mids, but because I grew up on the mids, I just started wearing the lows like 2014 or something.
2014, you started wearing them. Okay, next.
I was always a mid guy.
Big red boots.
Drop.
Drop. Have you seen these or you're out of the loop on
I ain't
these?
seen them. I'm out of the loop.
I agree. Terrible. Next.
This. You're a huge influence, I believe, on this. Kobe just had his Grinch done as a cleat. Nike released it. Copper
Right.
drop.
Cop
Cop?
that.
Okay.
Cop that just for the color, the way it's gonna look when you're looking at it from afar.
Rest in peace to Cole.
Yeah, right. R.I.P. Cole.
Next.
Cop.
Allen Iverson.
Damn.
Come on. Cop.
That's a good looking shoe right there.
Joey.
You're always wearing the whites, black Air Force Ones.
Drop.
Why is that?
I can't do them.
Have
I
you heard
can't
people
really do
call
them.
these the bad timings?
Yeah, man. Like I ain't really got no love for them.
Okay. So not for you.
You can't even put them on with a suit.
You can put the whites on, I
You
guess.
put the whites
Yeah.
on with a suit.
Fair enough.
but
Okay,
not
next.
Those.
Vic 2s.
Cop all day.
100 times.
Oh, 100 times.
All right, I want to kind of rewind it all the way back, right? I saw a podcast clip, or I saw a clip of something. You said your first memory ever of having a football in your hand was throwing a flat ball with your dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know that was the dream when you picked up that flat ball?
Nah, because I didn't start out as a quarterback. Like, I was just happy to have a football, I think, at the time. Throwing a football, I don't know how much they cost, but they was maybe a little expensive. And so to get my hands on one, my dad he got one, and we was throwing it, man, and it was like, then I just wanted to play with another kid in the neighborhood, find somebody who had the same
Yeah. Because
same goals as me. Not goals, but, same interests.
because you've always been an athlete. From my understanding, too, I saw something, too, that you were drafted by the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, drafted by the Rockies.
And, like, how did that even come about? Because
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just sitting on my couch one day in college, man, and it was during the summer, like one of the summer sessions, and we had just finished working out. Me and all my teammates was just sitting. Most of my teammates just sitting around watching sports, and it just came strolling down the bottom of the screen that I got drafted by the Colorado
That's
Rockies.
crazy.
It was like the weirdest thing. I thought about it. I thought about going into camp, man. It was offering $25,000, and I needed the money.
Right.
I needed the money at the time, but
crazy.
Wow.
Coach Beamer talked me out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank
the
God.
Thank God is right. Yeah. Number one words people would use to describe you isn't football player, it's athlete. You know, you ran a
Yeah.
4.33 40,
Yeah.
right? The record now, I think, is a 4.22, so right there.
Yeah.
A lot of people have your name in this discussion. Would you say you're the greatest pure athlete of all time?
I mean, it's funny because me and my wife, we was sitting down the other day, watch TV, and then it came across the screen like greatest athletes of all time or something. And I wanted to be boastful at the time, but I just stayed humble, and I just kind of helped her, educate her on, you know, who should be in the category, maybe who should win it. And I wanted to say I could be in that category too, but I try not to.
Who's the Mount Rushmore of athletes of all time?
I think myself, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James,
That's 4.
Tiger Woods.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
give you a list.
Oh, okay. Listen,
Hold up,
give,
what'd you
give
say? You
20.
just said how
Mount
many?
Rushmore, 4.
Oh, 4. That's it?
It's got to be hard, right?
Yeah, it's hard. But that was a good list.
All right, we'll go 5. 5's okay. I'm fine
You
with
gotta
putting
throw,
Tiger
like,
in there.
Got to throw Serena Williams in there. I'm probably missing a couple of people, but
Okay, that's a good 6 to me.
that list will fluctuate for sure.
Can you give us like a quick synopsis of your draft night story? Some people say it was supposed to go that way. It wasn't. It's obviously just a remarkable thing being that #1 pick. Give us your quick draft night story.
I remember being there with family. That was special, but also remembering that I knew where I was going. So it took
Right.
a little excitement out of it. Trade happened the night before, but that's what comes along with being the first pick. You get to find out where you're going, and it's a luxury within that. So I just remember being drafted and hugging my family, man. You know, enjoying the great moment, and for all the people who was there, for all the people who encouraged me and helped me understand what it took to be in that position and be on that platform.
Crazy. And speaking of the draft, you know, obviously we just had, as you know, the NFL draft just passed. Good friend of yours, Deion Sanders, his son, Shadur,
Yeah.
kind of went late. 144th pick, 5th round. Do you think he's going to shine in the NFL or?
I think he went to a situation where at some point they're going to need him, and he'll be able to showcase his talents, and he'll learn. Most important, you know, I think the thing that people take for granted is being in a room full of people with experience, and you can
I
be
mean,
a
can't beat it
sponge.
with
And
his dad, right?
and there's no pressure right now. The only pressure he has is to come prepared every day to practice hard and learn every day, and that's the mantra. So at the end of the day, he's an amazing talent, and he's going to be utilized when the time is right. And everything that he has coming for him, he'll get in due time. It's just like anything, like whether he was drafted #1 or 261, you still got to grind to get the 4 years.
And he
the 8
killed it in
years.
college. He really did
Yeah.
kill it, put on for Colorado. And, you know, I'm bringing up a quote, a direct quote from you, Mike. You said you're the best college quarterback of all time. Do you still
Yeah.
stand on that?
Yeah, I stand on that.
Stand
Yeah,
on
I
it.
stand on that. I mean, might not have had the championship, but I mean, I feel like certain people can say that. Like
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson can say that. Charlie Ward can say that. You know, Tim Tebow can say that. You know, it's a bunch of guys who can. You know, Reggie Bush, Vince Young. You know what I'm saying? And I'm probably missing about another.
And all
handful.
these names. hold
Yeah,
weight.
we all can get in the room and debate why we can be considered the greatest college football player ever.
If you had to put your Mike,
Sorry, I ain't put no defensive players in.
No,
but I'm
come on
pretty
now,
sure
it's
it's a
all right,
couple.
but
Charles Woodson, he could say that.
no, of course. And let's
Yeah.
put the Mike Vick. You're talking about debate about that topic, right? What's your Mount Rushmore of college quarterbacks of all time?
Of all time, Charlie Ward,
1,
Peyton Manning,
2,
myself,
have to.
Lamar Jackson.
There it is. 4.
Is that what Mount Rushmore mean? 4?
Yeah.
4.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
4.
the cap on. All
That's the
right, well,
cap.
You learn something new every day. So I ain't the type that I don't know everything. I'm down to learn.
No, I got
So
it.
yeah, Mount Rushmore. Now I know.
Yeah.
You can't go past 4.
Yep. 4 it is.
All right, there it is.
We'll
man.
accept
Hope-
the 5th though on the first Mount
That's
Rushmore.
fine.
There's
Those are
probably,
6 with
probably a
Serena.
couple more that I missed. Oh, I mean, I probably got it. Damn, I got to take Lamar Jackson out of that, and I got to add Vince Young.
Interrupting the pod because we got a special guest coming on the Mike Vick pod. I got a phone call from this guy here.
You playing this out?
No, I swear to God, right hand to God, I did not plan this. I talked to this guy yesterday, but I didn't know he was going to call me right now. And the special guest we got on the phone is Philly's own OT7 Quanti. Quanti, say what up to the pod.
What's up?
What's up, baby?
What's up?
Mike,
How
say
you?
what up?
What's going on, bro?
I'm
How
the
you?
What's up, Mike?
All right, what's good, baby? I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm in Philly rapping. Back
It's a
home.
pleasure. It's a pleasure to talk to you, bro. You know you a legend, bro.
You got it. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, Kwani, slide on us, man. I'm going to text you. Just slide on us. We got you.
Shout out to God. So, man, I'm about to make sure I'm about to get up there.
Love. Kwani, I'll see you soon.
All right, I'll see you soon.
And going back, obviously, we talked about football. That first check that you got, 6 years, $62 million, that had to be the best day of your
I
life.
didn't get 62 million.
Oh, 62? No, am I getting that wrong? Or is it one of the
No,
deals was
man,
62?
Yeah, well, the
I'm not trying
signing
to
bonus
buckle
was
it.
11 million. The signing
Okay.
bonus is, that's all. And when you played in the league, that's all you go off is the realistic
Because the
numbers.
guaranteed.
Not what
Guaranteed.
y'all see. Yeah, the
That's
guarantee
so
was 11
interesting.
million.
Well, okay, either way.
Incentives up to 62 over time, but you know, that's the clarify.
Hey, and I appreciate that because
Yeah,
either
for
way,
sure.
I was going to
Yeah.
ask you,
Yeah.
whether it was 11 million, 1 million, 62 million, was that
for
the
sure.
best day of your life? Like, what was the first purchase? Like, how did that feel getting that first 11 million?
It wasn't the best day of my life because when I got the money, I was like breaking down what I was gonna do for my family. So it was all about them, not for me, not about me.
That's rare.
I mean, my first purchase, I got a Lincoln Navigator. That was cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
You waste
but-
any
but
money,
then-
any stupid things you bought?
Nah, I never really wasted money.
I heard you bought an entire city.
I did. I bought an entire city when I was in Atlanta.
You still
Yeah.
have the city? What city is it?
Nah, they took it from me.
What was the name of the city?
It was called Union City.
Union City, and you owned the whole thing?
Well, we purchased land and we was gonna build it out.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy. Wow, well, you never know.
Wild
Life is
story.
long, my friend.
yeah, wild story though.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
crazy. Obviously, I think your best investment, I feel like someone's best investment always is their investment in themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Because you got to believe in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta believe
And
in
I,
you.
I mean, that comes with everything. Like, you know, we talk about you came in the league a certain way, but you got even better.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
talk to us a
That was
little bit
the
about the
goal.
mechanics. Like, the first thing I want to know is, like, we got a football right here. Can you give us, like, a 30-second tutorial on how to throw a tight spiral, how Mike Vick throws a football?
I mean, first of all, I'm left-handed, so it's gonna be
Right.
different. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me and everybody's grip is different. Like, it was all about getting a good feel for the strings, and it's almost like piecing together a puzzle. Like
Right.
every time, you know, piece together a puzzle, and you do it so many times, you just kind of automatically know where the pieces go. It's like as soon as I touch a ball, my fingers go to a certain spot. If
Interesting.
I just throw it up and spin it, and they just go to the same spot, not way up or not in the middle. It's just, and so that's just through repetition. And so, you know, I would say any young quarterback out there, you know, like in golf, you know, you're only gonna be as good as the grip that you have. You got a good grip, you can control the swing, and you can, you know, just neutralize some things. So, as long as you can grip the football and you can control it, so I always believe in that.
Well, I don't know if I would say it's more important or less important, but for you specifically, you literally changed football with the way you ran. And you were making people look silly. You made people look like they weren't playing the right sport. You know, they
Right.
came to the wrong game that day, right? And that came a lot from your running ability.
Yeah.
When did you know when to run and when to pass?
It was instinctive. So the reason why it looked so easy is because I just didn't take off and run, just because I was always looking to pass first, unless it was the design run. And you need a couple of those when you're a dual threat. So my coach in college acknowledged that, and Dan Reeves and other coaches always had design runs in the game plan for me. But I was always looking to pass, and instinctively, you know, you feel some pressure from the left, you move go right, or vice versa. You got to push up, or you know, you might hike the ball in the offensive line, and you just might get blasted, and he's right next to your feet, and instinctively you'll just slide and get away from that. So it was kind of scary at the same time, but you know, I repped it so much, and that's why quarterbacks get paid all the big bucks, because what I just explained, and
Right.
just some brief synopsis right there.
I love it. Wow. And I mean, it changed the game. The way you did it.
I
you
wouldn't
seemed-
put you in the pocket and say, yo, take
that's
a snap.
That's what you think.
Yeah, because you'll be thinking like, I'm just gonna take off and run it, then you'll run smack dead into something.
Listen, we got a flag football team back home, Mike, and listen, you get your 7, I got my 7. We're gonna see.
Do that. I still throw it.
I know. I've
Probably
seen
seen
it.
what happened on Instagram yesterday.
Oh,
Still
I've
can
been
throw
seeing it. Yeah, so
Still could throw it.
still could always throw it. I mean, the fact that you're not in the Hall of Fame to me is just it's insane. Like I know people feel whatever way or what. I mean, do you even care about that, or is it just like whatever? Like let people.
I
do
mean,
what they
I
think?
do care. I wouldn't say I don't care. and then you got to be realistic with yourself. I like to speak things into existence. I like to speak positive, breathe positive energy. So I wouldn't say it don't bother me that I'm not in the Hall of Fame. I just kind of go back to I wish I could have did more to be in the Hall of Fame. Probably won more games. Probably played more championship games. But all this is for the people to decide. Like making it to the College Football Hall of Fame this year was an amazing feat
It's a
for me.
beautiful
And
thing.
like, so as you go through life, sometimes you just continue to get rewarded, and I'm just riding that wave.
I'm faithful that the NFL is going to do what I'd say be the right thing and put this man in the Hall of Fame.
Obviously, the reason why you're even, in the debate for one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time is obviously how you changed the game with the running capability, right? And where it got so, I have to tie in sneakers somehow. The Jordan 17s. You wore them as a turf shoe.
Yeah.
You broke multiple records in a single game. I think it was most rushing yards as well as the longest rushing touchdown in one game.
Definitely.
Those 17s are now in the Hall of Fame, the
17,
NFL
yeah.
Hall of Fame. Did you know that was going to be one of, if not the craziest moment for football and sneakers to collide at that time?
Nah, I mean, just playing on turf, it was like I get a chance to wear cool shoes if I want to. Like, I can wear whatever I want, and it was always a constant battle to figure out what I wanted to wear. That was before my shoe came out. I think that was in 2002, where
Yeah.
the first Vick one dropped in 2004. And so I was always, like, being trendy with the shoes, and Nike recognized that, Jordan recognized that. But I was just playing the game that day. I wasn't thinking about legacy or thinking about what that day could potentially be afterwards, what it would mean to so many people and what it would mean to the Falcons community and myself, 15, 20 years later.
Crazy. People still look at it to this day.
Yeah.
There's pairs of 17s in
Cool
the building
moment.
right now
It
that
was a
people,
cool moment.
are hoping for you to come by just to look at,
It was a surreal moment.
You know,
God is good, man. That's all I say.
God is great.
God is great.
And going into that, Joey mentioned that, the 17s are in the Hall of Fame, but you had your own shoe, and not just one shoe, not just two,
Yeah.
a whole line. Like, how hands-on were you with the Nike Vick line?
I was very hands-on. Actually, my designer, E. Scott Morris, called me a couple of days ago. I got to give him a call back. Yeah, I was very hands-on. Go through, 200 sketches to make one shoe. And
Crazy.
we'll break it down. And from 2004 to 2007, we created 5 different shoes. I never made it to the 5th shoe. I never wore that. But, 1 through 4 was amazing. Yeah, I got 2 right here.
That's right.
2 and 3.
But you don't even have a
Pretty
pair of
good.
your own shoes. Is that right?
I don't need them. I did that.
You might not need them.
Plus, when I wear them, it's. I had a teammate one time tell me, like, man, he wearing his own shoe. Like, this is when I got to Philadelphia, and made me a little uncomfortable. I would wear the cleat full time.
I mean,
Like,
Michael Jordan
but-
wore his own shoe.
But those shoes meant everything to me. Like, to be able to create them, design them, be in all types of magazines. Like, a lot of athletes can't say they had a chance to experience that, and I did.
Wow. Yeah. What's your favorite shoe that you ever designed? Is it the Vick
It
One?
was the
Vick
Vic
Two?
One.
Any colorway?
The Vic One, the same color scheme as this.
Yeah, that Atlanta
black,
colorway.
white, and red. Yeah,
Yeah.
3/4 with a strap. Yeah, it was hard, man.
Wow.
We bring those back right now, and I'm surprised y'all ain't got those up here. But see, those is like kind of under the radar. It's like the breakthrough.
Oh, you're gonna see
And
some
then
Vicks in there.
playoffs in those. Really good season in those. The year I wore those, I had a sprained MCL all year.
All year, sprained
Yeah,
MCL.
yeah,
Talk about
sprained
playing through something.
MCL,
But
playing through
Mike,
pain. But still made the Pro Bowl.
that's a crazy bar.
Yeah, that was
Sprained
crazy.
MCL all year, still made the Pro Bowl. But
that's kinda
I was gonna say about the shoe. We're gonna find it today. I'm on a hunt. If there's one thing I want to accomplish today, Mike, it is finding your shoe in your size, and I'm gonna pay
In the
for
Vic
it.
One?
In a pair of Vicks. A pair of Vicks we're gonna find,
All right.
and I want to send you home in them on my dime because
All right, and I'm gonna
Mike
wear 'em.
Vick needs to have his own shoe.
Well, I mean, I probably can get them. Nike, we gonna bring those back. See, what I'm trying to do, hopefully, all goes well. We can retro them for Norfolk State. It'll be a serious retro. Can you imagine these? Green and gold, white, green, and gold, black and green, playing with the color scheme. Just bring them back, man.
Nike, call Mike.
Bring them back. Nah, they already know what's up, man. We the good people over there. We got a lot of respect for one another, and Still good dialogue to this day.
Oh, I'm confident. Let us know in the comments if they retro the Vicks, what colorway you want, what
that'd
SKU.
be hard.
We'll have to total it up or something and send it to a Nike rep or send it to Mike and he can send it to
Send it
him.
to
Or
me.
whatever. Cool, we're on it. We're on
And
it.
speaking of retro, they retroed the Vic 2, right, in 2015?
The
came-
Vic too. Yeah,
Yeah.
2015.
Did you grab
they
any
dropped
pairs
it.
when they came back out?
Yeah, you know what? I had a couple pairs.
Oh, and speaking about, sneakers and, just in general, how about this? Look at this.
Yeah, those
Soul Collector magazine, brand
Yeah.
new.
I think that was
I mean, this is just
2004,
nuts.
2000, going into 2005. Sitting on my Range Rover.
Big jeans are back, though.
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna stay where I'm at though. I grew up a 49ers fan, so we went white, red, and gold with this color scheme. My high school colors was white and blue before the school
Yeah.
I went to closed down, and I went to the school I ended up graduating from. And then I made the Pro Bowl, so I had the white, blue, and reds that year.
Because I was just I was
Man.
flipping through that, and there's
Yeah.
some classic photos of
Yeah,
you in
some-
there. Like,
yeah,
it's
no
just
doubt.
insane.
You have some of the, yeah.
We did it
And
big.
even the commercial, right? Like that Mike Vick Experience commercial. We've been posting all of the best moments, in our opinion, of the Mike Vick career and everything. And that Mike Vick Experience commercial where the kid puts on the, the machine. Tell us about that. Like, did you know that was going to be that iconic, the Mike Vick Experience?
I did not know it was going to be that major and have the type of success it's had over the years. That commercial really feel like it has no shelf life right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a continuation of the legacy I'm trying to continue to build, and so if it constantly remind kids of what the Vick experience was like and what it may feel like to even play football in Josh Allen shoes or Lamar Jackson shoes or Jalen Hurts shoes or Jaden Daniels shoes right now, then Nike made a super product, amazing product, and so shout out to them for the concept and to for believing in what they knew was going to be a success long term.
And speaking of Jalen Hurts, we're in Philly, Super Bowl champion. He
Yeah.
actually, in the Super Bowl, switched out his Jordan 1 breads for a pair of Jordan 11s, right?
Yeah.
I personally think that you have a massive impact on bringing Jordans and Nikes, etc., to the game of football. Do you see
Yeah.
that as well?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like when I created my shoe and the things that I was doing, even with the 17s, like it's like if you was playing on turf, you could mix it up. You could be different.
Right.
You have swag, and the NFL allowed it. They allowed us to do that. It just makes the game fun. It's good for the fans. Now look at the opportunities that y'all have to sit and talk to guys who may have played the game, or guys like myself who had their own shoe, and really forecast the successes behind it.
Right.
And not just my shoes, but just other shoes and just swag in general. It means a lot to people.
Speaking of swag, AI, Allen Iverson. A lot of people call you Mike Vick.
Shout out to AI, happy birthday, happy 50th from
Today's
birthday.
Next year, Allen Iverson, I know you're going to watch this. Host, Philly got sold. The people want it. We got Vic.
He'll do it. Yeah, he'll do it.
AI.
I can't say I can.
AI,
I
next
think,
year.
With the answer and his line of shoes and what he's doing with Reebok. Yeah,
And that's what I was saying about the swag, right? A lot of people called you the Allen Iverson of football.
Yeah.
How big of in Philly, too, how big of an inspiration was AI to you?
It's a big inspiration to me. It's like the big brother you looked up to, the big brother you wanted to spend more time with, but couldn't because he had his own agenda, had his own life. But when I had a chance to be around him, I appreciated the time. And sometimes I might have been around and didn't say a lot, but just watch his whole aura and everything that he put on display. And to me, he was certainly an amazing role model. And so, he helped me and guided me. And even times when I wasn't thinking about doing the right things that didn't have my head on straight, he could help me snap out of it. And, it's kind of crazy because, he do it at times when you least expect it, and then, you really appreciate that.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I
So-
personally think that Allen Iverson, and no disrespect, I think Allen Iverson is the coolest athlete of all time.
Definitely the coolest. Number one.
Number
Right,
one.
Absolutely.
You
Of all
hear-
time.
Of all time. That's not a question. You see the picture of his mom doing his hair, courtside, like,
He'd be one of the coolest dudes of all time.
really. So it's not, just people saying whatever. Allen Iverson really is definitely coolest athlete of all time.
Everybody say it, yeah.
Wow.
Just look at him now.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, he made a lot of money. You made a lot of money. But you had that $100 million deal with the Falcons. You talked about some's guaranteed, some's not. But
It's
obviously,
a lot of money, so that's
it's a lot of money. And you obviously were on top of the world, just like Allen was. And then, we all know, obviously, what happened during your career. And you've been open and talked about everything that kind of happened. And, obviously, you went away for 21 months. But the biggest thing and the reason that we're so happy and proud to have you here and hosting this event is the fact that you came back. A lot of people, they always say a lot of people go up and a lot of people go down, but very few people come back up.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration that made you want to get back up?
I mean, it's just like a boxer, man. If you get knocked down and you ain't all the way knocked out cold and you can rise back up to your feet, then you're going to rise back up to your feet. I was down, but I won't out, Still woke up every day with opportunity. What I learned being away is that, as long as you don't take my freedom away, I still got equal opportunity just like everybody else. And, I guess I learned the value of freedom, the hard way. And everybody don't get to learn that lesson. But for me, it's what it was destined in my life. So I took full advantage of what it truly means to rise to your feet. And so, even to this day, still feel like I got to prove to myself or my family or whatever's driving me or motivating me to keep going and keep moving and keep, trying to reach new heights. I guess that's what I try to do.
That's beautiful. And the world, for the majority, there's some people that are going to feel the way they feel, but for the majority, the world gave you a second chance and you proved yourself. Yeah. Did you know the world was going to give you a second chance?
Man, I mean, I don't think it was really up to the world, man. I think it was just God giving. It was just God, man. Spirit. I believe in the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And so, if that was on people's hearts to, invite me into their space, their presence, to, try to, instill, the right qualities in me, the right, the ability to make rational decisions. And I was like, man, I appreciate that, so I got to reciprocate that same love, and then that comes with a little pressure to continue to perform and not disappoint. And so this is all always pressure in my life, but
right.
It's cool, man. Like if you ain't waking up and feeling some type of pressure to perform or be at your best, then you should reevaluate the direction or the path you're going on.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Right.
I believe that. And
Absolutely.
Speaking of pressure, you came out of jail. We're talking about all this money you had in football and all these things, but the word has it that when you came out of jail, you had negative $1,000 in your bank account. What was that plan, starting from scratch?
Starting from scratch. Ain't no plan. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, my plan was to play. I was still young, so it was to get back into the league. And like I said, thank God I had the right people in my corner who was pushing that, who wanted me to have a second chance, second opportunity. Who didn't think I was a ill person.
Right.
Didn't think I was a bad seed. That knew me personally. See, sometimes you don't get those opportunities if they know you personally, and then he's just an asshole. I was an asshole.
Right. Wow. And speaking of the pressure, speaking of all this stuff, obviously the 21 months you were away, I saw that you'd carry around a sock with a lock in it.
Man, you bring it back some shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. We did our research, Mike.
Yeah,
we
but what that
got
to do with sneakers,
okay,
man?
Listen, so let's go to
talk
sneakers.
about Jordan. How do you go from Jordan 95s?
Hey, and that's love.
It's cool, though, but this is your podcast. I'm going to let you get that off.
Cool. Well, I was just going to say.
Go ahead, though. Ask me.
Well,
Go ahead. What was it like doing what, walking around?
What did that...
Because I want to tell you the truth. Go ahead.
I want you to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were doing that and had those experiences, obviously it was crazy and you had to protect yourself and just all the stuff you went through. How did that change you coming out?
Well, coming out, I didn't think about it ever again. When I was doing it, I was like, I don't know, man. I come from a place where sometimes you just ain't trust people.
Right.
And I heard stories. I'm just being me. I'm being me. I try not to be afraid of things, but sometimes when you get afraid, you get defensive, right?
I get it.
Yeah, so something I ain't. might look tough on the outside, but sometimes on the inside you might be like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm in defense mode.
I get it.
So yeah, but in that environment, but it's not. I'm not saying this because I've only been where I've been, so that's just how I carry myself.
Madden 2004.
Yeah.
Are you the GOAT Madden character of all time?
Yes.
What was
Absolutely.
that like? Do you still ever play that game? We got the game here. Like,
Yeah, we got it right here.
Oh, yeah,
Brand
sitting right
new
there.
2004
Nah, I don't
copy.
play it, but I know now you can like download versions of me on the game and all
it's
that.
crazy.
So yeah, a lot of people still play with me, and then I couldn't play with them. I was just so out of control. Like I was just super nice, but it's a lot of dudes who know how to control me on the game, and you know.
Yeah, they
get-
made
get-
money.
They get
like
money.
You said.
Yeah, they
they
get
made
money.
Okay, a couple of
Because
segments.
I was about to say real quick, like there's tons of videos of just saying Mike Vick is the cheat code to Madden. Would you consider yourself the cheat code?
Yeah, I do.
I agree.
You know, I
Let's
tell
get-
the truth when I feel like it's the truth.
Oh, that's the
100%.
truth.
Yeah, you ask me certain things, I will tell you the
Hey,
truth.
Mike, real. one, I'll
Sometimes
tell you
I'll be
that.
humble.
But sometimes you just got to tell them who you are.
Sometimes you gotta tell them the truth.
That's right, and the people should know who you are. Let's do a couple of fan questions. We told the people, Vic's coming on the pod. What do you want to know? First fan question: who do you think is the most underrated quarterback of all time?
The most underrated quarterback of all time. Damn. I would probably say, I don't know, man. Underrated. Who ain't get they just due that deserved it? I got to think long and hard on this question because there's been so many. Underrated, man. I might go with Eli.
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning.
Wow.
Because he got 2 Super Bowls and everybody just kind of look at it like
Like, well, bro.
he ain't do, what he was supposed to do when he played. Like, he was an exceptional quarterback. It might not look pretty, but Eli was a true player, man. I feel like Eli was, like, underrated.
Fair enough. I'm a Tom Brady guy. My dog's name is Brady, so I'm not going to agree with
Yeah.
that one, but it's okay.
Just who you go with?
Most underrated quarterback of all time? Oh, man, and we love Johnny. Johnny Manziel came to the event before. I'd say because Johnny didn't do the things he did in college in the NFL, I think people don't remember what he really did in college because he also took a lot of inspiration from you, but that man changed the football
College and
game.
the NFL is different.
Good answer. Fair enough.
I just want to help you when somebody come to you and ask you your logic behind this question. If they
Hey.
ever look at your podcast.
You're the football guy. If someone asks me the most
Moving on,
underrated
moving
sneaker,
on,
I'll have it.
moving on.
Moving on. Fan 2, question 2. Let's hit it over.
Yeah, we got the
Joe,
next
you got
question
this next
here.
one.
What was your worst purchase while playing in the NFL?
My worst purchase while playing in the NFL probably was the house that I purchased on Moonlight Road. Next,
Which one of your former teammates would you never let your sister date?
man, a couple of those. Next,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Next question.
And then the last one, what's your favorite rap lyric of all time?
damn, I just heard a rap lyric in the car. It was a Meek Mill. It was just a Meek Mill lyric. I can't even say it's my favorite of all time, but it's the most recent. He said something in the rap. I'm gonna try to recollect what he said. Oh my God, it was something crazy.
Shout out to Meek. Meek
Shout
might
out
be
to
coming
Meek.
today.
Shout out to Meek, but damn.
What did he say? What was it about, kind of?
I'm trying to think of the song. We'll come back to it. Damn, I'm so mad. I
Come
can't
on. All right, fair enough.
Man, I mean, this lyrics is.
It's one of Meek's lyrics. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
it was
them.
a Meek Mill lyric.
Before you go, listen, Mike, we got a little care package for you. I'm going to show it to you.
Nice.
We got some Got Soul stuff. We're going to
Nice.
start.
Nice.
We got
some
the one
merch.
I'm wearing.
always down for some merch.
We got the Eagles tee.
Oh, that's hard.
Come on.
Yeah, baby.
We got that Liberty Bell on the back. This is going to go with all the Norfolk State stuff.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's the
Look
first
green
one
and
for
gold
you,
in
my
there.
friend.
Look green and gold.
The next one, we got a Got Soul hoodie. You know, that faded, distressed new
Oh,
look.
yeah, yeah.
It's a good one. Got the sleeve
So,
hits.
make you
It's a good
look.
one.
Make you look. Yeah.
The next one, we got to do it. It's Mike Vick. Got Soul football jersey.
What's the number on the back?
It's
Zero.
00, 00.
All right, cool.
Practice jersey.
Sure.
There it is. And the last
Put this
thing,
on our scout team quarterback.
there it is. The last thing in the bag, Mike, is the most important thing of all. And it's these. It's your flowers.
Oh, man. Thank you, man.
We need
Damn,
to
that
give
mean-
you your flowers. The world needs to give you your flowers. And like I said, I mean this in the bottom of my heart. Everyone feels a different way. but a lot of people go up and a lot of people go down, but almost nobody goes back up. And you went back up, and on top of that, you're a genuine guy. You're open about everything you've been through. You want people to learn from you. You're a coach. You don't need to coach.
Yeah.
You do it because you love it and you want to pay it forward.
I love it.
And the fact that you do all those things when you don't have to. You're Mike Vick. You could sit back on a beach for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It really inspires a younger generation like us. And no, I was 5 years old when 04 Madden came out. I remember playing and I remember growing up. And to have you here is a blessing. And we are more than excited
Thank you,
to
man.
have you at this event. So these are your flowers,
Man,
my
I'm
friend.
keeping these, man. I never forget this, man.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Mike.
you,
My
man.
pleasure. And then the
Thank you.
last
Pleasure,
thing.
seriously.
You have millions of fans around the world, Mike. Millions of fans. One message to the fans. What do you have
One
to say?
message to the fans, man, keep believing in yourself. Keep trusting in God. Believe in you. There's nothing that you can't do. Do everything with your heart. It's mind, body, and soul. And keep the energy and the spirit pure. I think when you live life that way, then good things tend to happen. And, certainly, be respectful to the people that you love.
It's a beautiful thing. With that being said, the legend, Mike Vick, it's time to go sneaker shopping. Until
Yes,
next
sir.
one, like, comment,
Sure.
subscribe. Thank you, guys.
Oh, man.